What's up, guys? I'm Adam from Tainted Arrow TV, and this is another Let's Look, this time for the Jigxor title, Dungeon Dashers. Dungeon Dashers is a turn-based, a very fast-paced turn-based strategy game, which is something I enjoy. I love strategy games. It has a really, I'm not going to say unique, because a lot of indie games do this kind of 32-bit throwback style of art style, and it just works well in this game. It has a lot of RPG elements in it. It's very, I don't want to say unique, but it's something very special. At least I feel that it could be something very special, and it just, so far, it feels amazing to play. In this build of the game, which is build, what is that, 281, there isn't a lot of options in-game, but if you guys go into the Dungeon Dashers folder, there is options. You can change the key bindings and all that. They are working on making another build that will involve those so that you can play. One thing that a lot of people might be thrown off of is the size of the window. It's a very small window, and when you start up the game, it starts out in full screen mode, but there's only a small box for the actual game. I haven't found a way to fix that, and I'm not sure there is, but you guys will be seeing this full screen in 480p. So we're going to play a little bit of this. There are 4 characters as of 30 minutes in the game. You have Sir Jacob, who is a knight, you have Ryder, you have Ardon, who is a mage, and January, who is an elven archer. Each one has their own stats, because it wouldn't be an RPG without stats. Each one has their own special abilities and equipment, and there's consumables later. And actually, I can show you some of the abilities. It seems like each of the characters have about 7 abilities to unlock. I haven't unlocked any equipment, so I'm not exactly sure how the equipment works right now, and I'm sure there are stats on each. Looks like there's, what, 5 pieces of equipment for some. Yeah, 5 for each slot. That's not a bad, allows you quite a bit of customization. So we're going to try this out. The music, I'll let you guys listen to real quick here. It reminds me of a lot of the Terraria style music. It's very chiptune-y, very digital, kind of rockish too. That's the best way I can think to explain it. So here, I'll let you guys listen for a bit. Do you kind of hear it, the Terraria-like music? I'm not sure if that's my own comparison. I'm not sure if that's what it's supposed to be. We're going to play on Block Party, which is the first mission where you control all 4 characters. There is a storyline to it, and I'm going to skip most of the dialogue as to not have any spoilers, because this did just come out and people are just now starting to be able to play it. So I don't want to go too far into the game and have people be like, you're showing spoilers in your first look. Because, you know, you don't want people mad at you. So this game, like I said, is on early access. It's $9.99. And let's show you some of the gameplay. You have 4 characters to switch between. The default key set, you use the arrow keys to move, and you use enter to switch between the characters. Each character has a certain amount of action points, AP, that you can use. Each ability has a certain amount to use, so depending on how often you move, it seems like 1 tile is 1 action point. And come on, let's get to the gameplay. In between combat sessions, you are going through dungeons, so you have unlimited amount of, I know this, tactical. This is tactical view. You press tab and it shows you current quests, it shows you chests to open, and it seems like they're kind of through the entire game until you complete it. So 1 tile is 1 action point. and you pick up gold, and then you can press shift to speed through the enemy turn if you don't feel like watching it. You can smash the boxes. Ranged attacks do have a hit chance, so the farther away something is from you, the lower the chance is to actually deal damage, or to actually hit. Not enough AP, let's see if we can go up and hit him. It's a very nice feeling game to play, even though it is just basic 4-way movement. The combat is very rewarding. The sound effects kind of back up that each hit is kind of powerful. And why'd I move her so much? Critical hit. Smash all the boxes, because I have been trained through many years of gaming that chests and boxes hold loot that are very useful. These blue marks on the ground transport all characters to you. Each dungeon, level, whatever you want to call it, does have different puzzles. It has different traps in it. For attacks, it is the hotkey, and then it's also the hotkey again to go through with the action. So for Fireball, it's QQ, because fireballs leave people crying. Let's see if we can get here. Like I said, it is a fast-paced turn-based game, so while you have turns, it's really fast. Like most turn-based games, it's sit, wait, and kind of feel it out. That's not how this game plays. This game plays... it almost doesn't feel turn-based half the time. Which is a nice feeling. While turn-based games are fun to play, it's also nice to feel like you don't have to sit and wait for a long time. And I think that it's nice that it has the speed-up ability. Up here. Okay, so there are puzzles in this game. They're not very challenging. They're more like riddles, at least the ones I've come by so far. So if we switch over to Writer and go in this room, you see that there is kind of a... oh, that's not Writer, that's Jacob. I'm a doofus. You can use his ability here, his blink ability, to escape to cancel. You do die, but you come back to life. Your character will come back to life after combat is over. And as of right now, I do not believe there is the ability to heal your characters. I'm guessing that's through consumables like potions, like most RPGs. Speed up through this. See if we can... there we go. More dude. The dialogue in this game is very well written. My only pet peeve with the dialogue is it does kind of go for the fantasy in a new world sense. So like January the elf has said dude, and then there's been references to games and stuff by Ardon, like he's an old guy. So I mean, if you're not into the whole fantasy while also having a kind of new age references and stuff, you might get a little annoyed here and there, but other than that, it seems really well written, and the story so far is kind of vague, but it kind of makes you interested in it. So that's been Jigxor's, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Dungeon Dashers. This game is on Early Access, the link is in the description below for it. And if you guys could do me a favor, I did get this as a review copy. If you could go thank Jigxor Andy, at Jigxor Andy on Twitter, for sending me this game, that would be greatly appreciated, and I'm sure he appreciates you even giving this video a chance. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode of whatever you want to watch.